Eagle 102.
Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to the new field at Van Far High School. Mark Front and Chris Grody getting ready for Week 4 football as the Bowling Green Bobcats visit the Van Far Indians. First look at this field. They christened it last week with a 14-12 win over Montgomery County. A nail-biter for sure. Montgomery scored in the waning moments of that, but they stopped the two-point conversion to seal the win. And that's a way to open a field.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the football that I like, where defense really steps in and seals the win for you. Yeah, like you said, nail-biter. I'm kind of even getting goosebumps now thinking about it, but defense wins championships, right, is what they say.
Exactly, and Van Far has played good defense this year. They're averaging just 28 points given up per game, which is pretty good in high school football. Bowling Green, on the other hand, only giving up 8 and scoring an amazing 70-plus per game.
Yeah, and, you know, Bowling Green is on fire. We talk about this. They're just a very talented group of athletes right now, and they're talented from the senior class down. Mm-hmm. It's not just the seniors that are carrying. Of course, that's where the majority of the players are for the starting team. But the seniors, the juniors, the sophomores, they've all got kids that are contributing to their talent and their scores in one way or another.
They have toss the coin. Van Far will receive the opening kick. We'll have it for you after this on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sun Window Company, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Craig's Truck and Tractor.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Marcus Starks set to kick this Week 4 matchup off here at Van Far. Bowling Green won the toss and deferred to the second half. No press box yet here at Van Far. We are amongst the people, top row of the bleachers, and it's a low line drive kick. And gets past Gage Gibson. He lets it go past, and it's down in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Bowling Green had pretty good coverage on that kick. Blaine Bryant is down there almost immediately, so probably a good job to let that ball go back and get the ball to 20 versus, you know, taking it from the 10.
So that's where Van Far will start as Nikos Conaway brings the offense onto the field.
Right to left on your radio dial. Do you have radio dials anymore?
You still have whatever, a screen, a dial, whatever you have.
Okay.
1st and 10 for the Indians. Conaway under center. And the
fullback dive.
Inside handoff on first down. Not much there. May have lost a little bit of yardage.
I didn't even see the ball carrier number.
Eoff on the carry.
Eoff, Brandon Eoff.
So Eoff with the first touch. No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they came out in I formation, and the quarterback, Conaway, handed it to Eoff just on a fullback dive up the middle, but Bowling Green stuffed it pretty quickly with their defensive line. They run a 3-4, so their defensive line is crashing the ball inside, and that makes it hard to run that inside handoff.
This field might have the best lighting in the area.
Agreed. They came on right away. That was cool.
Yeah. The LEDs is Conaway on Second down, hands it off again to Eoff, and he dives forward for a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Van Far Indians.
So Eoff is in that front fullback kind of position, maybe a tailback or power back, but gets the ball on his left side, running towards us here on an off tackle and gains 3 yards, like you said. He had a pretty good hole, but Bowling Green's linebacker core filled that second level in pretty good.
I think they have the grandstand down at the elementary end of the field where I parked.
Why didn't you drag it down?
Well, I mean, it's not put together.
Oh, what did you? No dragging it down there.
Yeah, exactly. So 3rd and we'll call it a long 6. And it's another run, and this one snuffed out immediately. May have, it's going to bring up 4th and 6. Someone, they asked not to park on the road, but people did anyway.
That was Gage Gibson on that run. No gain.
So on to punt.
Say nice. Why wouldn't I say nice things? Why wouldn't I say nice things?
Conaway will do the punting as well. We are amongst the people.
Yes, we are.
Letting the clock run down.
Yeah, probably a good idea, right? Get some.
Play clock all the way down to 2 when they snap the ball. Gets
good
the punt
kick.
off. It is a good kick by Conaway, but it goes out of bounds. Short of the 40.
Oh, we got a good spot, too. He called it out at the 40, but the good kick. Oh,
they're going to say 41. I think he was marking. Now he moves it back to the 40. So 1st and 10 for the Bobcats on the change of possession. Yeah, that was a pretty good kick by Conaway.
Did he use his flag to spot the ball?
I think he did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he didn't have the little chip or whatever.
Dylan Dalton brings the offense onto the field.
Let's go, be ready.
Bowling Green without Devin Rue tonight, resting that ankle sprain.
Yeah, give him a little bit of time. Come back. We'll need him in late. They'll need him in late season.
Mm-hmm.
Quick snap to Dylan.
Yeah, and he'll get 9 on 1st down.
Yeah, they came out in their double tight end formation, and Dylan kept the ball himself on a quarterback sneak and gained 9 yards, and nobody touched him until the 9-yard mark.
Van Far without Evan Utterback, out with a, I believe, broken ankle.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Olivia Rode not dressed tonight. Blake Foster and Gavin Gaston also out. On 2nd down, they run it up the gut, and this one busted into the secondary, and that is going to go for a touchdown. All the way from the 49-yard line of the Bobcats, 51-yard run.
Yeah, Blaine Bryant got the ball on that power dive that we see him do so much, and made one cut at the second level, and 51 yards later finds himself in the end zone.
6-0 Bowling Green. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. I like the uniforms, but if those numbers get bunched up.
Hard to see.
Yeah. Going for the 2-point conversion, and it goes to the air corner of the end zone. Did he get his feet down? Yes, he did. 2-point conversion is good as well. And with 8:40 to go in the first, it's 8-0 Bowling Green in Week 4 on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Silex Banking Company.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence are foundations of a successful sports program. The team at Clint Bowen Construction recognizes character and the mentality of local athletes as the pillars of our community. Best of luck to area sports teams this season from the team at Clint Bowen Construction in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Well, that was quick. 2 plays. They go 60 yards, 51-yard touchdown run by Bryant.
Bowling Green is a very strong team, Mark. They're good up front, and they've got an unfair advantage in 2 really good running backs.
Kickoff.
And that doesn't count Dylan, so 3.
Fielded by Gibson.
Cuts it out to the right.
Trying to find that far side. He's cut down before he can make it there.
Yeah, good return, 10 yards for Gibson.
Gibson on the return.
Out to, what, the 25?
About the 25.
First and 10 for the Indians.
So their second possession.
From the 23-yard line.
3 and out. Their first time out.
Yeah, they try to come out in that power I formation and run the ball, but that's going to be difficult to do against a Bowling Green team that's going to be strong up front. But we've seen they move the ball a little, so they'll just see if they're going to stick with it or make any adjustments as they go.
Was talking to Coach, assistant coach Steve Geschwinder before the game, and he said Bowling Green doesn't just tackle you. They drive you into the ground, and on first down, just a dive forward. Not much there.
Maybe a gain of 2 for Brandon Eoff. Same thing. They come out in that I formation and try to get the linebackers and the defense to shift with the flow of the play, which is coming near side here, and give the ball to Brandon up front. But he just can't gain 2, but can't get quite that one break that he needs.
2nd and 9 from, it looks like, the 24-yard line. Their own 24.
Were your binoculars helping? Oh, you're using them still.
I'm trying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vandalia in black pants and yellow jerseys, black helmets. It looks really good.
Oh, yeah, I like these Vanfar uniforms. Handoff again.
Gibson.
Yeah, this one to Gage Gibson. And he falls forward.
Gain of a yard, maybe?
Yep, I'll give him 1. It'll be 3rd and a long 8.
Yeah, just same from that I formation, and the line is pressing forward and blocking hard. But again, it's difficult to block that 3-4 that crashes in. When you're running the ball in the middle and the defensive line is crashing in, there's really nowhere to go. So you got to look for that bounce outside. But Gibson's doing a good job to hit the hole hard, right? But if he can see a cut that he can take, it may help him or work to his advantage.
5 straight runs for Vanfar. You think they go to the air here on 3rd and long?
I don't know. I told you in pregame I'd like to see the quarterback throw the ball, so I didn't get to see him throw and just to kind of look at his mechanics. But he's not the tallest.
He's a good athlete, though.
Okay.
Real good athlete.
He's rolling out. Good call.
To
Barks,
the near
my
side.
new play coach.
Sets, throws to the near side through the hands of the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was looking for Reese Cowell. Went right through his hands.
Yeah, he had a receiver open here. Who'd you say, Colwell?
Cowell, yeah.
Cowell. He had the receiver open here, but we talk about this all the time. That's the problem in high school football, with throwing the ball in the run. Accuracy comes in setting your feet to throw the ball, and if you're running and you haven't done that a ton, you're gonna put too much power on the ball, and that's kind of what you see. Just overthrew his receiver a little bit. But gosh, everybody does it at this level. You know, we see high school, we see college do it. We see, those guys are throwing hundreds of passes at a time.
High snap. Conaway gets the punt off. This one not as good as the first. It'll go out before the first down marker, as he had to really hurry to get that even for any positive yardage.
Yeah, I was kind of talking too much there, but yeah, high snap, and then he had a couple Bobcats in his face. He did good to get the ball off, but the kick went off the side of his foot. You saw instead of spiral, it was that end over end. And Bowling Green will take over basically at the first down marker. I mean, they didn't even move the chains. They just moved the first down marker.
Yep. So it's 1st and 10 for Bowling Green from the Vanfar 35-yard line. It took them 2 plays to score on their first drive of 60 yards.
And you're right, too. Conaway is a good athlete. He got way out here into this flat out here to throw the ball quick and had a couple Bobcats chasing him.
Quarterback keeper on first down. Dalton busting through first down yardage and a little bit more.
Dalton on the carry, brought down by Hayes.
I'm going to give him about 15. He faked that ball up front and kept it just off to the far side of the field or the left side of his line. And then you saw the first contact he made was the kid that tackled him because he ran right into him. So, but he is not afraid to run people over. So when we talk about good running backs, we include Dylan Dalton in that group. So
roll out this time to the near side. And that ball
caught by Aiden Grody for a touchdown.
Grody Grody scores, and if you're watching the stream, I missed it.
Oh, no, you did not, did you?
Oh, my goodness.
My mom's going to drive up here and kill you.
I know. So that one goes for, what, 20?
I got it at 20.
And Bowling Green will go for 2 again. And they'll just take it right up the gut, in for 2 on the keeper. And it's 16-0 Bowling Green with 6:23 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so Bowling Green comes out in that pass. Dylan fakes that ball to the 2 up backs, which we see them run all the time, so it's so hard for teams to not cover that and respect it with these running backs. Dylan rolls outside here, and he's got 2 wide receivers, one down here in the flat, and then dude kind of running this corner or a flag route, and he throws the ball short. The linebacker in between them catches him. Dylan chose the deeper guy, which happened to be dude in this case, in a 20-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I tried to reach for the camera blind and missed. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll have a discussion about that off air.
16-0 Bowling Green. Quick break. Back with more football after this on Eagle 102.
High school game of the week coverage brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Vandalia, Reed Insurance Agency, and Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement is also taking great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Spun down is Gibson on the return. 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. 16-0 Bowling Green. 1 rushing, 1 passing.
Well, Starks kicks that ball out here to the near corner, and Gibson catches it in the air. You know, good kick, good catch. And he's not afraid to run the ball. He ran the ball right into 3 Bobcats. And
yeah, he was spun down pretty good.
Yeah, he's not afraid to come tackle me if you think you can. So
third drive for the Indians. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. And just a dive forward again on the run by Brandon Eoff.
Looked like Harrison Hunt in on that tackle.
Eoff on the carry. Brought down by Hunt.
6 minutes to go, so the midway point of the first quarter. Bowling Green, 2 drives, 2 scores. Van Far yet to make a first down.
Well, we haven't seen them, other than the pass play, we've only seen them run the ball in the middle here too, which is a strong point. But there's a strong point on the outside end with their outside linebackers for Bowling Green too. So maybe they're setting up, Bowling Green to continue to punch the middle and then bounce one outside. So we'll see what happens.
2nd and 10.
They do a good job of clock management.
Yeah.
4 seconds on the play clock.
Another inside give. Actually, they faked the inside give. And was it Conaway? Nope. Gibson again. And so he falls forward for a yard or 2.
So it's a triple option. It's going to see where they spot him. They ought to give him a farther spot than that because he got his hand down instead of getting tackled and kind of lunged forward. It looked like he gained a little more than what they gave him. But
yeah, all they do is give him the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, so they come out in a triple option where the quarterback fakes the ball to that up back, and then he keeps it himself depending on his read, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's got to read the defensive end. Well, the defensive end crashes, so he pitches it out to Gibson in this case. And again, Bowling Green has a pretty strong outside linebacker core too, so it's difficult on a team that's talented like this to move the ball.
On 3rd and 10, roll out again.
He's in trouble.
Throws to the near side, and that one is incomplete. He was looking for Eoff on the near sideline. Out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down again.
And that was a good throw, too. So Conaway gets out here, and he's got 3 Bobcats in his face. He doesn't really stop to set his feet. He just kind of lunges the ball forward. But he put the ball up here where Eoff really kind of had a chance to get the ball, but Machine Gunner Brian on the cover there, that's going to be a difficult kid to get the ball over just because of his athletic ability too. But that was a pretty good throw for what he had in his face.
Wonder if they'll try going toward the Bowling Green sideline next time. Gets the kickoff. This one's a good one. Across the 50 and a Van Far bounce all the way down inside the 35 of the Bobcats. It'll be down at the 29.
Yeah, good kick. It wasn't quite a spiral, but man, it had some power behind it and it's moving.
So Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10 when we come back. 4:15 to go in the first on Eagle 102.
High school game of the week coverage brought to you by Central Bank of Audrain County and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Silex Banking Company wants to make your next lending experience simple and efficient. This is Michael Mudd, president of Silex Banking Company. Whether you're buying investment property, purchasing new equipment, or building a home, Silex Banking Company will put its hands-on lending staff to work for you. Open communication, low closing costs, and knowledge of the local market make Silex Banking Company a dependable choice for all your lending needs. Silex Banking Company, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
We're starting field position for Bowling Green. They've scored on their first 2 possessions. Take this one at their own 29-yard line. 4:15 to go. Bowling Green leading Van Far 16-0 here in Week 4. Week 5 will be back at Bowling Green as they host Montgomery County for homecoming. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kick. And they go up the middle, and there is the first run of the night. And breaking tackles. And finally brought down from behind, and a flag comes in. It's going to be a horse collar. At the end is Starks, his first carry. He broke maybe 11 tackles.
Yeah, probably.
Starks on the carry, brought down by Conaway. Flag on the
Conaway finally brings him down. We'll check the flag.
And Bowling Green, so Marcus got that ball up the gut, which from his power back, twin back, whatever we're going to call it, position. He was met at the line of scrimmage, got that tackle off, met at the linebacker level, broke that tackle, and then, 25 yards down the line, I thought he was going to get away from that too, but like you said, Conaway makes that tackle. Looks like it's going to be against Van Far.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the horse collar.
Horse collar against the
Horse collar, yep.
So add 15 yards.
And we have to, the coach is kind of down here getting an explanation that the intent behind the horse collar is when you grab that collar and then bring all the weight down on the body. It's not necessarily being brought back as a tackle. That's a legitimate tackle. It's all your weight going down that causes injuries to legs. So
legs and backs.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
On first down, give us to Marcus again, and he's gone.
Yeah.
That's going to be a touchdown, Starks.
Going to be a 30-yard touchdown to Marcus.
And Bowling Green is 3 for 3 on scoring drives. 3:53 to go here in the first, and it's already 22-0. They're actually, because of that good clock management by Van Far, they're well behind their pace last week against St. Mary's.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's kind of what I brought that up. They do a really good job of running their time down and keeping the clock going. Knowing you're playing a team that's tough to play against, give them the ball as little as you can. That's a huge advantage to you.
Roll out. And he has to shuffle it. And a flag comes in at the end.
Pass falls incomplete. Flag on the play.
So we'll see if this is against Bowling Green or the Indians, if Bowling Green will get another chance at this 2-point conversion.
Looks like they called it against Bowling Green, though.
Yeah, so the attempt is no good. 3:53 to go in the first. 22-0, Bowling Green leading Van Far here in Week 4 on Eagle 102.
High school game of the week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Lynn's Heritage House.
La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia is your first stop for all your residential and commercial remodeling and new construction needs. Under new management, but their commitment to product knowledge and exceptional customer service sets them apart from their competitors. For building materials, plumbing supplies, paint, windows and doors, electrical supplies, and more, visit La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
They enforce the penalty here on the kickoff, so Bowling Green will have to kick off from their own 30-yard line after the 10-yard holding penalty. 3:53 to go here in the first quarter. 22-0 Bowling Green leading the Van Far Indians.
It's a weird holding call where they threw it because they threw it down here in the corner.
Pretty much at the goal line.
Yeah, and why would you couldn't? Who would hold down here at that point on the offense?
Yeah.
But somebody did, obviously.
Yeah. Well, now the back judge is.
Now he's saying there's a block in the back. Is the sign that he's giving.
And talking to the Bowling Green coaching staff.
Yeah, so he gave the sign for block in the back and then said declined, then pointed down here. So I don't really know what I don't know what he's doing.
Was there 2 fouls on the play? I don't know.
Because we would have declined. Did the block in the back occur early?
Well, Squibber this time gets away.
Oh, good coverage by Van Far.
Falls on it. Nice job by Tyrese Cole.
Yeah, the junior. Yeah, great play. That ball bounced off of one of the upmen on a little squib kick, and Tyrese was quick enough to get out there and get the ball to keep it on Van Far's possession.
Kind of looked like KC last night.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the broadcast, so I didn't watch
You know what? I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I like Al Michaels.
I do too.
Kirk Herbstreit.
Yep, that's a good one.
He seemed a little nervous at first. Was saying like interception instead of sack and stuff like that, but he settled down, and it's a from scratch company. So first and 10. Best starting field position of the night, and maybe a half yard on the play for Gibson. It'll be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 9.
Giving him one. Yeah, just from that I formation. Gibson follows E off through the dive, the 2-hole, or the 1-hole, the right or left of the center, and just not a lot there currently from the Bowling Green defense as far as give.
So 2nd and 9 from the Van Far 46. Clock running down to 3:15 to go in the first. Play clock at 18. And they'll continue to use as much as they can.
This is really good on Van Far's part from offense to control the clock as best they can. They're doing a good job of eating the clock away to get the game over, or get the game away, keep it away from Bowling Green.
Pitch out here on 2nd down to Gibson trying to find
out.
that sideline, and that'll be probably the biggest gain of the night for the Van Far offense as he gets another 5, and it's going to set up a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, good run by Gibson on the pitch. He gets the ball, a good pitch from Conaway, gets the ball, and then instead of stretching the play, which is what I see a lot of, we see a lot of kids in this level do, he gets the ball and sees room and takes what they give him right away. So he cuts that sweep to an angle and gains a good 5 yards.
Yeah, they didn't give him a very good spot.
Maybe 4 according to the spot, but
right at midfield, down below us. Not that far down, but it'll be farther down next year when they get the press box up and running here at this new field. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. They put a man in motion, pitch out to the near side. He tries to reverse back up the middle. He's going to lose a yard. Oh, got it back to the line of scrimmage. Then a flag comes in at the very end. And we'll see if this is against Bowling Green. It's a 1st down for the Indians.
Flag on the play.
He did a good job diving back to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, had a bit of a trouble getting the pitch left. Once he got control of the ball, calling a face mask on Bowling Green.
So it is the first down, and Van Far into Bowling Green territory for the first time, and they're going to take it all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Bobcats.
Be good for an Indian 1st down.
Yeah, once he got control of the ball, he did a good job to give up on that play and just dive forward to get to the line of scrimmage. And then 3 or 4 Bobcats had him, and that's where the face mask came in, is kind of on the back end of that tackle.
Minute 5 to go in the first. Here from Vandalia, Vanfar High School. Actually, we're more on the elementary side of this sprawling Vanfar R1 complex.
Yes.
Actually, Bowling Green did dress in the elementary.
Come on in, Jay.
1st and 10 from the Bowling Green 36. They put pressure on, and it's a dive up the middle for no gain.
Yeah, that play they're going to have to – that might be one of their star players, and I know he has been in the past. They're going to have to do something different because they're going to give him a loss of 1 here.
Yeah. Final 25 seconds, and they'll run out the quarter.
Yeah, and like we talked about clock management, that's very good on Vanfar's part. Bowling Green's coming out and scoring a lot of points on a lot of teams in the first quarter, but Vandalia has taken that away from them just in their 4 possessions in clock management alone. Good job.
22-0 after 1 quarter here in week 4 from Vandalia. It's the Bowling Green Bobcats leading the Vanfar Indians on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig Bowen CPA, Mid-River Asphalt of Troy, and Cuda Auto Repair.
Reed Insurance in Bowling Green is dedicated to providing the best service in finding insurance policies in senior health care, as well as individual and group health insurance that fit your budget. For the last 10 years, Marla Reed has been writing new insurance policies and resolving issues on policies of those insured. In addition to health insurance packages, Reed Insurance Agency also has experience writing crop, accident, auto, and commercial packages. Stop by and see Marla at Reed Insurance, 1500 Business, Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique. Hair, clothes, and home goods all in one spot. Gypsy Soul will dress you from head to toe. Trendy tops, sizes small to 3 extra large, fabulous shoe selection, accessories, and so much more, they don't have time to name them all. Put a little gypsy in your life with retail therapy hours, Wednesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, where you can find clothing that's good for your soul. Just off the square in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the second quarter, Bowling Green leading Vanfar 22-0. Vanfar facing a 2nd and 11 from the Bowling Green 37-yard line.
Yeah, we flip sides here, of course, with the quarter, so Vanfar's now going left to right as far as we're looking at it or on your radio dial. And it looks like they're going to come back out in that same I formation that we've seen all night so far.
2nd and 11 for the Indians, and it's an inside handoff, and a nice little run there this time. Going to be short of the first down to the Bowling Green 30. I think it was Gibson, wasn't it?
No, E-off.
E-off again, sorry.
Gain of what, about 7?
E-off on the carry.
Yeah, just that same handoff give up the middle. Like we said, this time it breaks through, I don't know if Bowling Green shifted on their defensive line crash, but E-off did a good job getting the ball for those 7 yards and ran smack dab into Walker Chandler, the junior safety that Bowling Green has.
So it's 3rd and 4 after the gain of 7.
Showing blitz. Oh, carrying people.
Yep. And he's going to be very close. He's got the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, good run.
Brandon E-off.
E-off on the carry. Brought down by Bryant.
First down.
There is the first. So they got one on a penalty. Now they earn this one. And a good job coming back from 2nd and 11 to get the first down.
Yeah, the same play that we've seen. This was a little bit more outside, but Brandon had Blaine Bryant and another Bobcat on him, and he was just running and dragging those two for the gain for the first down. Determination.
Maybe wearing down that front 4 for Bowling Green.
Maybe
and
not.
Off again, yeah. So
he's look at him, yeah.
He's dragging that pile for positive yardage. He's going to get looks like 1, maybe 2.
Well, and he's bouncing the ball a little bit more outside, it looks like, than just off just off the center. We're going a little bit more off the tackle, which is getting him more speed when he gets the ball, and then you're seeing his power pushing through some of these Bobcat defenders.
They give him 1, 2nd and 9. Charlton on the stop for the Bobcats, down to 10-10 to go here in the first half. 22-0 Bowling Green.
Which Charlton?
They just said Charlton.
Oh. There's two of them.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
I'm sorry. I won't call it out as much. Oh, he keeps the ball himself.
Conaway falls forward. He tried to slide sideways past a Bowling Green defender, and it was number 74, Teddy Charlton, that time that brought him down.
Yeah, gain of about 2 or 3, but he tried to give that ball up the middle there, and his read, for whatever reason, to Eoff decided for him to keep it Conaway, and he just followed Brandon up the hole and gained a couple yards.
So it's 3rd and 7. Clock still running down to 9:21 to go. And they'll milk that play clock down as far as they can before they snap the ball, as Conaway just brings the play into the huddle. We're down to 12 on that play clock.
Yeah, this is very good offensive play by Van Far.
Down to 3. Inside handoff again against the pressure from Bowling Green. And it looks like no gain. And Eoff slapping his helmet. He's going to get some more there.
Yeah, Bryson Brandenberger and Jackson Charlton both kind of broke that play up in the very middle of the line, but Brandon was able to bounce outside and got picked up by a couple linebackers, which is when they blew the whistle.
4th and 7, and at this point in the field, you got to go for it.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless you've got a field goal kicker somewhere on that bench.
What? This is high school. I'm not saying they don't exist. They're just like the tooth fairy.
The unicorn.
Yeah, that's right.
So on 4th and 7.
Pass.
Roll out.
He's in trouble.
Conaway
gets away from
one
Marcus.
man. Yep, another
gets
man.
Gets away from Dude Grody.
Breaks one more tackle, but cannot find that first down. He's going to lose yardage on 4th down, and Bowling Green will take over. He lost about 5. And a turnover on downs gives it back to Bowling Green.
Yeah, good play for Conaway to get away, because Marcus Starks hit him in the back, and he kind of spun off of that. Well, then he ran into Aiden Grody and give a little head nod juke and got away from that. But that slowed him down, I think, enough that, and of course, Blaine Bryan is the sideshow athlete that he is, and he couldn't get away from him.
7:57 to go. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They send Starks in motion, and they try a run up the gut. And not much there for Bowling Green. The keeper.
Was it the quarterback keeper?
I think it was.
Okay.
He gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Yeah, it was Dylan Dalton. And the clock running down to 7:25 to go.
Yeah, Bowling Green does not run the clock down when they come out.
No.
Dylan on a rollout pass.
A play or two. They hit Starks on the far side, and he's wrapped up immediately and brought down.
Yeah, good pass. Good
probably
tackling. Yeah, probably better tackle.
Yeah. Gibson on the tackle. And it's 3rd and 5 after a 4-yard gain. First catch tonight by Marcus Starks.
Yeah, Gibson, great play from his cornerback position to crash down, and he made contact with Marcus almost immediately when he caught it to prevent him from giving any space, which is what you don't want that kid to have.
So 3rd and 5. Give us to Starks, and he's got the first down. Needed 5, got 7. And a fresh set for the Bobcats. 6:38 to go. Stop the clock to move the chains.
Yeah, Marcus gets the ball running full speed. When he hits the hole at full speed, it's just those guys like that are almost impossible to tackle, because they're through the second line so quick. Pass.
Yep, fake the handoff to Starks. Puts it down the near sideline and off the hands of the intended target.
Blaine Bryan.
Yeah, Blaine slaps his helmet. He wanted that catch.
Both Bryant boys right here in the same spot, and that ball was put up pretty good. It looked like Dylan wanted to throw the ball sooner. He held it just a little bit longer and put the ball up to let Sideshow go catch it, and just couldn't bring it in. It just looked like it was just off the tip of his fingers.
6:22, clock stops on the incompletion. And the give is to Marcus again, and he gets about 6, maybe 7. And it'll bring up third down.
Starks on the carry. Brought down by Hayes.
Hayes on the tackle.
They'll give him 7. Or
Mark-
a long 6.
For the Bobcats.
You know, Marcus hit that again, hit that hole there, and it looked like a big break, but Hayes did a good job for Van Far to stop that play.
And there's
Marcus.
Starks again. He's got first down yardage across the 50 and finally brought down near the 41-yard line. And we've got someone holding the knee.
10 yards.
Right at midfield. A Van Far player is injured with 5:47 to go, and officials timeout for the injury. 22-0. Bowling Green leads just past the midway point of the second quarter on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sun Window Company, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Craig's Truck and Tractor.
At Central Bank of Audrain County in Vandalia, they realize your needs are diverse. That's why you need a bank that has a variety of options to serve you, from free checking accounts to so much more. Central Bank of Audrain County has the perfect solution for you. Remember, when it comes to banking, know that you don't have to go at it alone. Central Bank of Audrain County, friendly professional staff there to help you every step of the way. Stop by today. Central Bank of Audrain County, 1000 West Highway 54, Vandalia. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
What's that?
That was someone flying.
Yeah.
And actually made contact with the back judge after that play, after a Marcus Starks run.
Gain of about 7 again, it looks like.
Yep, bring up second down. And good news, Jackson Fisher, the freshman lineman, walked off under his own power, and he actually has the helmet back on. Here's Starks trying to find the far sideline, knocked out of bounds. On that far side, after a first down run inside the 20 to about the 16.
Yeah, so they run this double halfback formation, and Dylan Dalton can reverse out of the center, which means he can turn the way the play's going or the way the opposite play's going. Fakes it and then gives the ball to Starks going the opposite direction. It's a big gain. There's Marcus.
And there's in for another touchdown. Starks for 19 or 17 yards officially, and another touchdown for the Bobcats. Actually, their first of the second quarter, isn't it?
Yes.
28-0 with 5:12 to go in the half.
Yeah, Starks on that up back dive. This time, instead of going to the right, he just comes from his position on the left side of the quarterback, dives straight down. Dylan gives him the ball on a nice easy handoff, and he walks in 17 yards for a touchdown.
They send Starks in motion to the far side on the 2-point attempt. Dalton still with the ball. Actually stepped, kind of sidestepped twice.
Yeah, good stutter.
Once inside, one to the outside, and that caught the defense, and he gets the 2-point conversion. So with 5:12 to go, it's 30-0. Bowling Green here in week 4. They lead Van Far on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Silex Banking Company.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So Starks for 17, 5:12 to go here in the half, and it's 30-0. Bobcats lead the Indians.
Yeah, you talked about that stutter step from Dylan Dalton. He drops back. He's got motion going to the right. He looks back left to throw the ball. Doesn't see nothing. He's got pressure in his face right away by that number 58, Jackson Fisher.
Yeah.
He does a good job to sidestep that and then run it in on his own.
Picked up on a roll on the near side and stepping out of bounds is Cody Smith, his first return of the night.
Nate Mix for Bobcats on the first contact there for Bowling Green on that return, and then he's pushed out of bounds by Walker Chandler.
5:05 to go. 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Throwing the ball in.
Coming off their most productive drive of the night so far. A couple of first downs.
Yeah, Eoff has done a good job, and Gibson too done a good job of continuing. Conaway as well, doing a good job of continuing to pressure. And Eoff in that fullback position, that's a punishing position in football, because basically he hits everybody at some point in the fullback position, whether he's got the ball or he's lead blocking.
And they'll take over from their own 30 this time. Conaway under center. Inside handoff and dragging the pile for positive yards is Eoff.
Yeah, same dive that we've seen. He does a good job of running through first contact.
Host of Bobcats in on it. He gets 2. Down to 4:45 to go. Van Far would love to run this down all the way and score as time expires. Bowling Green will get the second half kickoff as they won the toss and deferred.
They could technically kick off again.
Yeah.
Probably won't happen.
Yeah. Again, a handoff to the near side and out to the 35-yard line. Is he off? And it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, wrapped up and tackled by Lucas Jennings after a gain of about 2.
Just went off the tackle that time and dove forward.
3rd and 5 for the Indians. Moving left to right again. They're here close on the near hash, it looks like.
Down to 3:50 to go in the half.
Yeah, they're running in a little early here at 20 seconds. But if they snap it at 3 seconds, this is down to 3 minutes left. They're coming out a little early.
Well, maybe
they do a good job.
A little more hurry up this time. Roll out. Oh, ball's out. Gibson has to fall on it.
Yeah.
On the far side, just a bad exchange.
Bad exchange, yeah, and that's going to hurt Gibson just in the stats category, because that's going to be a loss of about 7.
Yeah. Yep. Officially a loss of 6. It's 4th and 11. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats. Their first. 3:24 to go in the first half. 30-0. Bobcats lead. Van Far looking at a punt when we come back on KJFM.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, Reed Insurance Agency, and Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
4th and 11 for the Van Far Indians after the Bowling Green timeout. And Conaway about 10 yards behind the line to kick this one away. 3:24 to go in the half, 30-0. Bowling Green gets the punt off.
Kick.
That was close to being blocked. And takes a Bowling Green bounce back to the 48-yard line.
Gibson's all over, man. He's making all kinds of. It's a junior running back and linebacker down here to down the ball as it's bouncing back in favor of Bowling Green. He does a good job to stop it and down it.
Yeah, we were talking about why Bowling Green would take the time out there, up 30-0, but I think they want that 35-point lead going into the second half. Have that running clock triggered
I think you're right.
before we even reach halftime.
And I didn't even think about the 35 points when I asked you. But yeah, I think you're right. Why not? If you can do it,
yeah,
and
you
can
start
stop
bringing in
defensively.
subs and roll out.
Dump to Marcus.
Yeah, little dump pass. Good move to get around the first man, but then his ankle tackled on that far side. And we'll get about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Gibson, nice job. He got beat, grabbed that ankle, and brought down Starks.
Yeah, that's I got to put that over here.
7 for the Bobcats.
And the handoff goes inside again, and still on his feet. Over to the far side, and Starks is gone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. This one's going to go for, 49 yards? And the Bobcats do extend that lead over 35, make it 36-0 with the 2-point conversion yet to come.
Yeah, again, Starks in that handoff, just in that power dive position. And again, he hits the ball so fast off that off tackle. If he gets to the second level untouched, he's very, very difficult to catch. And then everybody's just chasing him down at that point. 49-yard touchdown.
With 2:36 to go here in the first half.
2-point conversion.
Yeah, continues to go for 2 here. They toyed with some off the hands and incomplete on the near side. Who was the intended target that time?
15, Brandon Gam.
Yeah, Gam. That hit him right in the numbers.
And who was that for? Tyrese Cole?
Yeah, he was there on the coverage.
Great to slap that ball down out of the way. I mean, just got a hand on it enough for the ball to bounce out of B. Gam's hands.
Yep. 2:36 to go. It's 36-0. Bowling Green after the Starks touchdown on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Central Bank of Audrain County and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
This coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
I think Bowling Green's points per game is going to take a little bit of a hit tonight.
Yeah. But that's Van Far's clock management is taking that option away from them.
36-0 Bowling Green, 2:36 to go in the half. And they try an onside or a squibber.
Oh, Eoff's got the ball.
Yeah. Getting the having the up man be your fullback. He rumbles forward all the way to the 45-yard line.
He picked that ball up on a one bounce, and it kind of looked like he was going to go down on his knee, but being a fullback, obviously he's got some power there, and he just continues to push forward, and Brandon Gam in on the tackle to prevent him from a big return.
They'll give it to him at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. 2:31 to go in the half. And I think it's reasonable to say this will be the half's final drive.
Yeah, I think the way Van Far manages the clock, I think they will finish this half for sure here.
Conaway under center. Hand off to the near side to Gibson, and he's tripped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1. He's 2nd and 9 from the 45.
Yeah, good run from Gibson to gain a yard. Bryson Brandenberger in on the tackle. But he just comes out here, not really in an off tackle. It's almost a sweep. But he cuts, like I said, he does a good job in angling that short to get what yards they give him. Because if he keeps running the ball out here to stretch the play, you're running out of room and time.
Yeah. Minute 50 to go.
Yeah, they're taking a little more time here than I thought they would.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you. I thought they would be a little more of a rush offense.
Change it up at the line. Down to a minute 40, last second before the play clock expired. And they'll get a man behind and push the running back all the way out to the 50-yard line. And a timeout taken.
Yes. Conaway on that carry.
And Bowling Green takes another timeout on defense. Their second. They have 1 to go. with 1:30 to go. 36-0, third and about 4 for Van Far when we come back on Eagle 102.
High school game of the week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
36-0, 1:30 to go here in the first half. Bowling Green takes a timeout defensively. This is probably 2-down territory for Van Far.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, down 36 points, you maybe push it and try to score.
Yeah. What's it going to hurt?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Motion. Pitch left.
Yeah.
Shut down right away by Machine Gunner, who makes the tackle.
Gibson is going to lose yardage and actually did a really good job just getting into the shadow of the original line of scrimmage, and another timeout taken by Bowling Green.
Yeah, that's where we talked about that outside linebacker core for the Bobcats. You know, Gunnar Bryant, even as a sophomore, had a very high number of tackles for losses and continued that through last year and obviously in this year. And he shut that play down almost immediately and then stuck with it enough to make the tackle.
Yeah. So Bowling Green takes that timeout, just a 30-second timeout, and they still lead 36-0. And I think now, if you're Van Far, you punt after losing yardage. If you would have got 1 or 2 there, I'd say it was a for sure thing they were going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think with the loss of 2 or 3, whatever it was, I think you take the punt here and then just hope to stop Bowling Green in the last, minute or so of the game, of the half.
They're going to put pressure on, too. They've got no deep man.
I think they're expecting a fake.
And the snap goes over the head of Conaway.
And he's in trouble. Harris is pressing him down. Good kick.
Yeah, he got the kick off to the near side, and it goes out of bounds right near the 50. What a job by Nikos Conaway.
Great kick. Good sportsmanship, too. Did you see that? I like that.
Yeah.
Give Harrison Hunt a little smack on the back. But that was a very good athletic play from him because he was in trouble. He had 2 Bobcats pressing him down, and he kind of kicks the ball side-legged almost with the correct foot this time. And, Bowling Green will take over, it looks
48.
like. Yeah, right about where the first down marker would have been.
But it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yes.
If you had a 6'7" punter.
Ryan Bowen goes out and goes back out. Center. Pass.
Yeah, back to pass to the near side. It's Marcus, and he's gone. Bowling Green in to score again. 49-yard pitch and catch. Dalton to Marcus Starks with 1:03 to go here in the first half, and that extends it now to a 42-0 lead for Bowling Green. Wow.
Yeah, good pass. Marcus runs just a little wheel route out here. Dylan sets his feet and throws the ball to him. It was nearly picked off by Cody Smith. It got out there, got his hands up. Marcus did a good job just focusing on the ball. And once Cody missed the ball, that's the problem with going for an interception. Once Cody misses the ball,
yeah, there's no one.
Nobody stop you.
They're going to try and kick the extra point this time. Good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So 1 for 1. Who was that? Was that
Dane Dunn?
Dane Dunn, 25 for the Bobcats. Makes it 43-0. Bowling Green leading Van Far here in Week 4 on Eagle 102.
High school game of the week coverage brought to you by Craig Bowen CPA, Mid-River Asphalt of Troy, and Cuda Auto Repair.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. But with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clapton and the Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
So Starks from Dalton for 49 yards. Extra point kick through with 1:03 to go in the half. It's Bowling Green 43.
I got an update here if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Palmyra drove on their first possession for a touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good to 8-0.
And that one bounces out of bounds, and the flag will come out for illegal procedure on the kickoff.
And then it says Macon drives a pass touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good. So currently Palmyra is leading Macon 20-14, it looks like.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt, for the update.
And we'll try and get you some more scores from around the area as we start the halftime in a minute 3 of game clock. Well, we thought the last drive was going to be the last drive. That didn't happen.
That did not happen.
So Van Far still has all their timeouts. Bowling Green used all theirs. Play comes in. And it's 1st and 10. They take over at their own 35. Conaway. Inside. And out to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5.
Off for a gain of 5. Just that dive up the middle that we've seen. And I think that's just an attempt at this point to get the clock running and then finish this half out. Conaway's going back into the huddle, calling a play, it looks like. So we'll probably see another play anyways.
Well, this is where maybe you catch Bowling Green off guard a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
A little play action, maybe.
Play action?
Play, yep. Over to the far side. He's in trouble and brought down. He's sacked, and a flag comes out.
They're going to call a horse collar. Coach is over here hollering for a horse collar, but that is absolutely not a horse collar tackle.
Yeah. Stops the clock with 17.8 seconds to go in the half.
I got to see what they call. Called it against Bowling Green for sure. Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, just pulling the jersey.
If they're calling that a horse collar, they have to go back to Misha School because that is absolutely not a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, that's just pulling the jersey, pulling somebody down by the jersey.
Absolutely not a horse collar tackle.
Yeah. 17.8 seconds to go. 15-yard penalty takes the ball out to midfield. Van Far, a fresh set.
It has to go down.
This officiating crew out of center, Mark Twain area. And off on 1st down. And about 3 yards for Eoff. And that will do it for the first half of this ball game. 43-0. Bowling Green leading Van Far here. Second ever game at this new Van Far field. Beautiful new field. And a timeout taken. Ooh. Van Far wants one more play. A timeout taken. We'll take one too, a quick one. And then we'll have one play before the half on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sun Window Company, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Craig's Truck and Tractor.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bringing experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
So one more play here in the first half after Van Far takes a timeout. There's 2 seconds on the clock, and Van Far's trailing 43-0. They're going for broke here.
Yeah.
On 2nd and about 6.
I formation, same formation we've seen. He does a good job of getting away from the line.
Yep.
He's going to throw it.
And
Good
it's
throw!
A deep pass to the far side.
Ow!
And knocked away.
Oh, man.
The intended target was Tyrese Cole into double coverage, and that'll do it for 2 quarters. Bowling Green leads Van Far 43-0 as we head to the halftime show on Eagle 102.
Sorry.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowie General Services of Farber is ready to help you with all your lawn and landscaping needs. Or maybe you are needing firewood. They offer that as well. Bowie General Services is your reliable contractor in Audrain, Pike, and the surrounding counties.
Hi, this is Dalton Bowie. Give us a call today for a free quote on your next project or to schedule lawn maintenance. 573-470-5354 or visit our Facebook page, Bowie General Services.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
43-0. Bowling Green leads Van Far here at Van Far High School. Mark Front of Chris Grody back in the broadcast booth, or the top row of the bleachers. What do you want to call it tonight? But if you're Bowling Green fans, which there are many here, this place is packed tonight. You're very happy. The Indians did some good things.
Yeah.
And really limited. I mean, this could be a lot worse if they didn't manage that clock so well when they had the ball. So, you know, it's a very young Van Far team.
Yes.
We were kind of talking before the game while we were listening to the softball game. You know, a game against a team like this can really hurt. You know, getting kids to come out for a game like this, but I think Van Far is trending up with this new field. I think they're going to get a lot more kids interested, especially when they get the big grandstand in here and the shiny new press box and everything. I think this is a team. They've got good coaches that can grow.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, you know, was it a couple years ago, Community R6 and Van Far entered into agreement and those kids could play here. I don't know if that's still in existence or not. Oh, it's not.
No.
So it's just Van Far by themselves now. But, yeah, I think this is a community that loves their football and is certainly willing to grow. I mean, they're willing to put in a new field and a new sports complex. So, yeah, I think there is some potential for that.
43-0. Bowling Green, they were Bowling Green in the first half. They scored on the second play of their first possession after Van Far punt, and that was just the start of things. They really put the ball in motion there as the second quarter wore on. I mean, for the longest time, it was 22-0. I mean, it was 22-0 with 6 minutes to go pretty much in the half. And for Bowling Green to extend it to 43 from that point, that was an offensive explosion.
Yeah, Bowling Green they did come out. It's odd in the score because it is 43-0, and it's different than what we've seen Bowling Green do. But I think that's compliment to Van Far because Van Far has come out offensively and controlled the time. They've not done a lot offensively, which is not a burn on the team.
No.
They have moved the ball, but they've controlled the clock, which has not allowed Bowling Green to score the points that we've seen them do on other teams so far.
Yeah, they scored all of their 70-plus points last week before the half.
Yes.
Against St. Mary's, and that's kind of been the trend. I mean, putting up big first-half numbers.
Well, and you talked earlier, too, in this in the first quarter that we hadn't seen Marcus Starks run the ball a lot yet. You know, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so consecutive plays where he didn't run the ball. And then when he did start running the ball, it's pretty astronomical, which is kind of goes to that talk where you're saying, you know, they jump points real big. Well, you know, he's got a 49-yard run for a touchdown, a 30-yard run for a touchdown,
and
a 49-yard pass for a touchdown. So, yeah, that's a pretty significant boost in scores and stats real quick.
A lot of folks lining this side of the field and actually lining the end zone on the high school side of this field. Big crowd. I think everyone wanted to come out and see this new field and renew this rivalry between Bowling Green and Van Far. The Bobcats taking care of business in the first half, 43-0. We'll check some of those stats when we come back and continue the halftime report on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Silex Banking Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As temperatures fall, CD rates are rising at People's Savings Bank. With flexible terms from 6 months to 24 months, get more for your money with annual percentage yields as high as 2.79%. Stop in at any of their 11 locations, including right here in Bowling Green, to open a high interest rate CD or check them out online at ourpsb.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, quoted APY based on 24-month term with a minimum $1,000 deposit. Terms and conditions may change. Ask for details.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
43-0. Bowling Green leading Van Far here from Van Far High School in Week 4. Some scores from around the area, around the region. New Berlin leading Pittsfield by a 12-7 score. That's at the half. Hannibal leading Fulton 42-0. Camp Point Central leading Brown County 16-0. I think that one's near halftime. Clark County leading Highland 22-8. And Monroe City, I believe, was up fairly big in the first half of their ball game, 30-8 after a Cam Jones 6-yard touchdown. 8-man North Shelby leading Schuyler County 24-18. That was about midway through the second quarter of that ball game. So there's some scores from around the area.
Did you say the Macon-Palmyra score?
I have not seen that one.
Macon is currently leading that 20-14
okay.
at halftime.
So Macon is ahead by 6 there against Palmyra, who I thought Palmyra maybe turned a corner last week, playing a little better. I know it didn't end close, but they had a very close first half with Centralia. It was last week or the week before.
Then they only gave up 7 points in the first half or something, and then the game kind of got away from them. But that's, Palmyra is always a big program, and we see that in Bowling Green from time to time. You play a small number of kids, your kids eventually wear down.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to get some of those young kids in to get them playing time. In school here like Van Far, they're small school.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a low number of kids turn out here, but they're all ready to go in and play and bang heads if they got to.
Yeah, and we saw some good things. Brandon Eoff, he's not afraid to put his head down and run. Gage Gibson had some good runs there in the first half, and that arm of Nikos Conaway
is awesome.
Yeah, it is. You hate putting a kid, his size back there under center, but he has no shortage of arm.
Well, he rolled this ball out here to the near side mark and chucked that ball nearly 50 yards. In not just nearly 50 yards, but a catchable ball for his player who a Bobcat defender kind of got in the way, which makes that ball hard to catch.
Yeah.
And good job. I mean, I get a little excited. I mean, even for just all football in general. And Nikos chucked that ball, and I like to see a good thrown ball.
Yep, just couldn't quite connect with Tyrese Cole as time expired on the first half. You got any numbers?
I do. Do you want a scoring drive first? Or
let's go with that.
Okay, so we started this game in the first quarter. Bowling Green scored on a 51-yard run by Blaine Bryant with 8:40 left in the first quarter. The 2-point conversion was good, which led us to 8-0. Then in the first quarter with 6:23 left, we had a 20-yard catch from Dude Grody. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 16-0. A minute in the first quarter, 3:53 left. We had a 30-yard run by Marcus Starks, and this is kind of where your powerhouse comes in. The run of points. 3:53 left in the first quarter. We had a 30-yard run by Marcus that took us to 22-0. 5:12 in the second. We get a 17-yard touchdown run by Marcus. 2:36 in the second. We get a 49-yard run by Marcus. And then a minute left in the second quarter to end the half practically was a 49-yard pass from Dylan Dalton to Marcus Starks. And that puts us at our score 43-0 currently.
Yeah.
Some statistics that we have. Marcus has got 173 yards on 9 carries. So practically 20 yards a carry, 19.2.
All-purpose yards, he's over 200.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And then sideshow, Blaine Bryant's got 51 yards on 1 carry, and then Dylan's got 38 yards on 4 carries. Dylan Dalton has connected 6 out of 7 passes for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he's got 1 to Brandon Gam, 1 to Aiden Grody, and 2 completions here to Marcus Starks, and I've got a couple also that I missed on here because Marcus has got 2 for sure, and I know I missed another completion on here, but all kind of cylinders running for Bowling Green, which is what we've seen all year, all last year and all year this year so far. On the Van Far side of the ball, statistic numbers wise, Brandon Eoff has got 29 yards on 13 carries from his fullback position. Gage Gibson has got -3 yards total. Of course, he had a couple missed handoffs and pitches, and that kind of ate him up a little bit. We talked about that on 8 attempts. And then Nikos Conaway has got 3 yards on 3 carries.
So not a whole lot of offensive numbers, but I think they actually won the time of possession battle.
By far.
In the first half. They really they ran the clock. They run it down to 5 or under on every single play offensively to try and limit the opportunities for Bowling Green. And it worked for most of that first half. Bowling Green, just such a quick strike offense. They were still able to put 43 on the board over the first 24 minutes of this ball game. 2:12 to go. Go ahead.
Well, Mark, every time we're together, it seems like we talk about some of these other teams, what they have to look forward to. Van Far has got the ability to get the ball outside and throw the ball. Their running backs are not afraid to go in and get hit. And like you said, they're a young team, and they're a little bit smaller than Bowling Green as far as size of players. And that goes with some of these freshmen and sophomores that they've got playing. That's just a nature of things. But Van Far is not playing terrible football. They're just playing a very tough football team right now. And I'd like to point out, too, that I did look up horse collar to make sure that I was not wrong. And the horse collar tackle is pulling you down by your jersey or your pads immediately downward.
Yeah.
It's not grabbing you by the shoulder pads and slinging you to the ground. It's that direct pull down on the legs and the back that they're trying to prevent injuries from. So I didn't see the call against Van Far for a horse collar. I did see this one, and this was not a horse collar.
Yeah. So Van Far will be on the road next week at Wright City. That's an interesting matchup. And then Bowling Green, of course, we said will be at home against Montgomery County for homecoming next week. We'll take a break, check some more scores from around the area. Final minute, getting ready to tick off the clock. They'll put 3 minutes more on after that to get the teams to their benches and set for the second half kickoff. It's coming up on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, Reed Insurance Agency, and Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Ford Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Getting ready for the second half of football. Check the ticker. We haven't seen any updates yet on the Louisiana game as they play against North Callaway at North Callaway tonight. And this is where the bleachers get a little nerve-wracking, Chris, when everyone's going up and down quickly at halftime trying to get back to their seats.
You don't get seasick, do you?
Yeah, no, not terribly.
What about, yeah, not terribly. Okay. Well, look that way if it goes real bad.
Yeah. And nothing against these bleachers. They're being loaned from the Vandalia Area Fair, and thanks to them for getting all this seating out here, and we're actually, in the top row. We can lean back a little bit. There's backs on these things, so plenty of room for our table and to spread out. So, heck, I'll take a little shimmy in and a little shaking to have a nice view here in week 4.
I don't know how early you got here, but you did kind of just take over this area.
Was
there like karate chopping involved?
I got here earlier than I usually do. I beat the Bowling Green bus here this time because I didn't want to get into that situation. I think I took a nap in my car for about a half hour after I set up.
When we got here, I was walking in, and one of the ladies that checked us in or let us in, she's like, I said, I'm with the radio station. She goes, he's at the very top of the bleachers right at midfield. And I kind of looked over, and I was like, very top? What? Am I missing something?
Yeah, it's about 12 foot off the ground.
Yeah. I thought very top. I thought maybe the scaffolding up here. I was like, surely Mark's not up on the scaffolding.
I tried to get up on the
They won't let you, huh?
No. We tried many a thing this week, and finally we came to this as we get ready for the second half kickoff. 43-0, Bowling Green leading, and a lot of messaging back and forth with athletic director Kelly Orff over the past few days, trying to solidify our position for this ball game here tonight, and we thank her as well for putting up with having to talk to me.
I think Bowling Green is looking at this as maybe an onside kick, but if it's an onside kick, it looks like it's going to go that way.
Start of the second half.
I thought they changed the rule, said you had to have 5 on each side.
I don't know. They do kick it deep.
They did kick it deep.
Not deep. Marcus gets it. He was like the mid man, and he's brought down at about the 46-yard line. Was he brought down or did his feet come out?
No, I think that was a slip, and I think the football god here tripped him because his cut looked like it was coming to near side, and there wasn't really a lot of people here to stop him or catch up with him. So, yeah, that was a slip and down on him.
So Bowling Green takes over 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line after the return by Marcus Starks.
So Bowling Green will come out with their double tight end set.
Let's go, Cody!
Now, first down, he's out to the far side, and that's to Gunnar Bryant. Gunnar to the far side, and finally brought down all the way into Van Far territory inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line of the Indians.
How many yards?
That was from the 46 down to the 21. Conaway finally stopped him. And Bowling Green back in business. First down. And not much there that time. And Dalton with a little push afterwards.
Was that Marcus on the carry?
They got 4, yeah, I believe so. 2nd and 6. Clock running down to 10:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Interesting that they bring out the first team offense to start the 2nd half. And here's another give up the middle and in for the score. Blaine Bryant with the touchdown, and that extends the Bowling Green lead.
Is that a 20-yard run?
17, I believe. They said it was the 22-yard line, but that can't be right because they got it down to the 21 on the first run, and then a 4-yard run after that. So I think it was 17 yards, and they'll go for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion.
New kicker.
Yep. And this one sneaks
good.
in. 2 for 2 on extra points to the Bobcats, and they lead Van Far 50-0. 9:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is Week 4 football on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Central Bank of Audrain County and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vic and Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So Bowling Green scores on their first possession here of the 2nd half, 50-0.
Andrew Niemeyer with our extra point, Bowling Green's extra point there. Easton Orff in now to do the kickoff.
And he kicks it to the far side, and that'll hit near the sideline and stay in bounds. And it's downed by Van Far at about the, 26-yard line? And now they're going backwards, maybe 24-yard line. Yep, 24. And that's where Conaway and the Indians will take over 1st and 10 with the running clock here in the 2nd half. So we had a fast first half and a running clock in the 2nd half. It's going to be a short night here at Van Far.
Yeah, I think Bowling Green's going to come out, with their starting offense. They need to continue some of those kids, to play for later in the season. It's not a punishment issue. It's just to get reps in before the playoffs start. Roll out, pitch.
Yep, pitch to the near side. Trying to
Gibson's
find
got
the
the
corner. Gibson is brought down shy of the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, it appears.
Yeah, good pitch.
2nd and 6.
I like how he cuts the corner. I know I've talked about that a couple times, but he doesn't swing the ball real wide. He cuts the corner and just continues to push the ball downfield, and that's good to see in a running back.
7.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Conaway brings the play in, and with the running clock, maybe a little more tempo out of this Van Far team.
Yeah, I think you'll have to see it. I don't think they have a choice. Yeah. You know, they're going to have to do. I mean, they're down to 7:20 already.
Yeah.
And the quarter clock.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to take their time.
Yeah, they are. He looks back at the play clock, sees it at 5, and someone came through the line.
Yeah, juicy Jackson Charlton saw the motion and just bounced out and pushed his offensive lineman as soon as he saw it. So good play on the defensive lineman's position. And in case you ask me, I don't know where Juicy comes from. That's just what they call him in school.
All right. And that'll keep the clock moving. 5-yard penalty, so instead of 2nd and 6, it's 2nd and 11. Down to 6.5 to go here in the third quarter.
Surely he's not going to stay there for 20 seconds.
Play clock down to 15.
He is.
Yeah. Down to 6.5.
Outside, he's right here.
Bounced it.
Great
to
play.
The near side. That's Conway.
Made Brandon miss.
Into the secondary and finally run out of bounds. As Walker Chandler, I think, finally pushed him out. That is a huge run for Nikos Conway. Takes it into Bowling Green territory.
About 45 yards.
Yeah.
So we're down a little bit lower than we normally are, but it looked like Conway fakes the ball going to the left and then comes back out here to the side. He gets the defense flowing to the right, and then he just kind of naked bootlegs out here on the side, and he was at the 30-yard line, 35-yard line all by himself.
Yeah.
Brandon Gam slowed him down here at about the 45, and then Walker Chandler pushed him out where the ball's at currently, at what, the 35 maybe? Am I missing the ball?
I'd say the 37.
Yep, you're right, 37. Yeah, that was a good run on Conway's part. Good disguised play for Van Far.
Biggest play of the night, and this one's whistled dead. And
it's going to be a timeout for Van Far.
Yeah, they let the play clock run down too much that time and have to burn a timeout with 5:07 to go. Actually, the clock's still running, even though they took the time. Now it stops at 5:06. 50-0, Bowling Green leads Van Far on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Lynn's Heritage House.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, Van Far cheerleaders throwing out rally towels.
Yeah, chucking out shirts.
They were trying to get one up here to us.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you weren't. I felt like you personally weren't putting enough effort into your wave. You're just kind of like, yo.
Well, the one signaled to the other one to throw it up here, and she just didn't have enough arm.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Plus, there's a crosswind.
I would have liked to see you like more up, like really, trying to.
I don't trust this table. I've been trying for years to get some free stuff, and
I'll bring a shirt next time when we do it. Just a random one, and just throw it at you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Need to get the old cannon going.
We're not that far away. Somebody could get hurt with a cannon.
Yeah. So Van Far, after the timeout, has it 1st and 10 after that Conway
Eoff
run.
At the middle.
Yeah, Eoff, and he's pushed back.
Way back.
The whistle's going. They couldn't stop their
Teddy
momentum.
Charlton, Bryson Brandenberger, and Blaine Bryant all in on that tackle. Yeah. Surely they're going to give him forward momentum here, at least to a no gain.
Is there a flag?
All of the Van Far coaches are on the field.
Yeah, and there's a flag. They're going to get a
flag on
personal
the coach.
foul. Yeah. So personal foul against the Indians coaches.
I think they're arguing that the play they should have blown the whistle before the tackle back here on
Well, and they were, but you get that much momentum going.
Yep.
Someone could get hurt trying to stop.
Yeah, I get the coaches trying to protect their kids, but you gotta
it's not like they drove him into the ground either. It looked like they let him down gently. So is there a penalty, or did they just give him a warning?
He threw a flag. I didn't see him wave it off, but they didn't step anything off either.
I think they gave him a warning, and Coach Geschwinder is still upset.
Yeah. Harrison Hunt's out here talking to the back judge about something. I wish I knew what he was saying.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10. And not much going on. After that great Conaway run, 2 plays have been snuffed out, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Indians. 3:25 to play.
Yeah, 2 plays in a row here to Brandon for no gain. So 3rd and 10. Yeah, I get there. Maybe they're trying to set up the same kind of bootleg play again. But, man, that worked so well for Van Far. I sure would like to see them run that play again. You know, I'm not trying to run Conaway to death here, but, man, you gained 45 yards in one shot. We might try that again fairly quickly.
Down to 3 minutes to go in the 3rd.
9 seconds on the play clock. He keeps looking back. Does he know there's a play clock?
I don't think he does.
Okay.
I wonder if on the old field they're going to – nope, they did get it off.
Pitch out to Gibson.
Gibson.
Good cut into the middle. But
he's going to lose yardage.
He's going to lose yards.
About 3 yards back to the 40-yard line, and Van Far is going to have to punt.
And this isn't anything against Gibson. He gets the ball on that pitch, and he's cut off outside so quick, he has to almost immediately drive the ball into the middle just to not lose as many yards as what he would. So he's doing a good job of taking what they give him, but I'd like to see them doing a little bit more of these off tackles because he cuts this corner so well. Give him an off tackle behind Brandon Eoff with a lead blocker. See what he does.
Yep. Here comes the pressure from Bowling Green.
Good block by Brandon Eoff.
Yeah, and the kick was a low line drive and takes a Van Far roll all the way down inside the Bobcat 10-yard line. So great punt for Conaway. Minute 50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break for the change of possession on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Craig Bowen CPA, Mid-River Asphalt of Troy, and Cuda Auto Repair.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax-deferred or tax-free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
On the first play after the punt, Bowling Green takes it 90 yards. 90 yards on the score.
I'm giving him 93 because the marker was at about the 7-yard line.
All right. Was that Bryant again?
Yes, that was
Blaine.
Sideshow on a big run, 93 yards. He gets the ball on that power back. He's another one of those kids. It's just really unfair in high school football to have to try to play a team with Marcus Starks and Blaine Bryant at running back right now.
Well, kick another extra point. On the kick is Andrew Niemeyer again. They stopped the clock with 59 seconds to go here in the 3rd before the extra point. Not sure why. And the referee, there was some of the officials.
Personal foul.
I think against the Van Far bench.
Oh. I don't know what the call was either.
Extra point is sneaks through. Just put it inside that far upright and makes it 57-0. Niemeyer adds the extra point. Blaine Bryant a 3-yard touchdown, and it's 63-0 Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sun Window Company, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, and Craig's Truck and Tractor.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
It's actually 57-0 Bowling Green leading Van Far here in the final minute. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. They added, I think, gave double points on that last Blaine Bryant because, you know, he went 93 yards. Give him double points.
He can kick.
And that one kicked into the end zone, a touchback.
Easton Orff with a big kick, and
that was a boomer.
It's kind of neat. That ball went nipple up in a spiral.
Yeah,
50 yards down the field. Completely crazy kick, and he's kind of funny to watch kick too because when he kicks it, he kicks. And he's got this real cool jump at the end. If you've not seen any of the pictures, you got to look at a picture of him kick the ball. It's amazing.
How about that? What was it, linebacker from the Chiefs that was kicking last week after Butker got hurt?
Yeah.
He kicked one through the uprights.
Yeah, well, that was weird, too, because, you know, Butker slips and kind of twists his ankle. It didn't even look like it should have hurt him. It didn't even look that bad, but
I don't know.
I say that. I
think he stepped on the tee.
Yeah, maybe. I twisted my ankle here as an older fella and wanted to die. It was horrible.
Inside handoff on first down, and not much there. I think it was Eoff on the carry.
Eoff on the carry.
And that'll do it for the third quarter here at Van Far High School. 57-0, Bowling Green leading the Van Far Indians as we head to the fourth on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Silex Banking Company.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Got a halftime score from North Callaway, Louisiana trailing the T-Birds 14-6.
And Macon is leading Palmyra 28-14 currently.
Start of the fourth quarter, 57-0. Bowling Green leading Van Far, 2nd and 10 for the Indians to start the quarter.
Looks like the JV defense is checked in here for Bowling Green.
And that was expected.
Yeah.
And they blow up this first play, except for
Jace Eskew on a great read and tackle.
Yeah, they faked the handoff, and Bowling Green, that JV defense just wasn't fooled. Stayed with the quarterback, Nikos Conaway, and there's a flag out there.
Well, in Conaway fakes that handoff to
Gibson.
Yeah, to Gibson first, and Parker Jones from his defensive end position just kind of obliterates the running back. Conaway's got to keep the ball and do something with it. And then Jace Eskew from that, I think he's playing outside linebacker, just crashes down and makes a great tackle.
11:20 to play.
And this is what we talk about, you and I have talked about, Mark. Bowling Green has got depth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the JV team is not a shabby team to look at either.
No, not at all. 3rd and 16 for the Indians.
Rolling out in a pass.
To the far side. Conaway puts it in the air. That's a deep
beautiful
ball, and that is
it's caught.
Caught on the far side.
And he's gone.
And he is all the way to the house.
Beautiful.
There's the highlight of the night for Van Far.
Absolutely beautiful.
Conaway connects with Cody Smith, the senior, and breaks that goose egg. touchdown Van Far with 10:39 to go.
How many yards?
That would have been
at the 15, so.
That was at the 20-yard line. It was 3rd and 15 from the 20, so
80 yards. And that ball was in the air for 45, 50 yards.
Yeah, that was a long bomb.
Yeah, that was
Conaway.
A great throw. I'm sorry, my radio cracks when I start
good,
to yell, but I love a good play.
That was. They'll go for 2, it appears here. 57-6.
I'm writing bomb, 80-yard bomb.
Conaway, pitch out to Gibson, and he is, does he stop short? Gibson at the goal line, stopped on the 2-point try. So with 10:39 to go, Bowling Green just can't pitch a shutout this season. What the heck? 57-6, they lead the Van Far Indians on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Vandalia, Reed Insurance Agency, and Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons, backhoe and excavating of Silence, offer septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hole. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build rakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, Bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons, backhoe and excavating in Silence. Call 573-384-5978.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Yeah, I got that one. 10:39 to go, 57-6.
Being heckled from the fans. It was a good one, though.
Conaway to Smith.
On a bomb, and I call it a bomb, but the throw was perfect. He rolls out to the far side of the right. Conaway sets his feet, and the first throw was beautiful. This ball was 50 yards on the money.
Yeah,
Smith just runs underneath of it, makes a great play, just outruns everybody.
Yep.
Come on, Zach.
Here's
Zach Gibson.
On the return, and he's lit up there at the 45-yard line, falls forward to about the 43. Nice return by Gibson.
Yeah, Gibby does a pretty good job in that position running the ball. I know he likes running the ball and plays DB a little bit here and there and was a running back early and does a good job. I kind of turned it into a little bit of a dangerous return man for him. He puts Bowling Green in good field position every time.
So, new offense out there for the Bobcats.
Let's go, defense!
As they try and relay the play in at quarterback.
Jace Eskew.
Yeah, Jace. Play clock down to 6. Eskew will keep
the
it
ball
himself. And he is brought down for a 2-yard loss. He's second down.
Yeah, good fake up to the middle to Dane Dunn. Jace, for whatever he saw, decided to keep it himself, and a loss, like you said, of about 2 yards going to the top side of the field.
9:20 to play.
Eli Grody checking in to the game. Mason Lubrecht checking out.
57-6, Bowling Green leads Van Far. Here in the 4th.
The ball to Easton Orff.
Yeah, Easton with a run. Positive yardage for Orff, and he'll get about 7, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. So nice run there for Orff. They give him 6, so it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, good run for Easton. He got that ball from that up back position and just dived through with what little Van Far gave him, and a good hard run, 6 yards.
So 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats.
Jace running in with the play.
Down to the Van Far 39-yard line.
Receivers check out, wide receiver on each side.
We haven't seen Jace throw the ball yet in his mop-up duty. And a little inside handoff there, and it's going to be 4th and 5 for the Bobcats.
Dane Dunn for a gain of about 1. He gives him on that crossover up back where Dane comes from one side to the other, and it was met immediately by an Indian on the field, but I didn't see which.
So 4th and 5.
People are handing me fries randomly. You want some fries?
Just random fries.
I think it was one of my kids, but
you hope.
Well, I'll eat French fries regardless of who gave them to me.
What they're laced with.
I've not seen any laced French fries. I guess they could be.
Oh, and they get Van Far to jump.
Is it going to be enough for a first down?
I think it is, because it was a short 5. And it'll be a first down for Bowling Green.
Yep.
So, we know that Jace can do a hard count.
It looks like Macon's kind of running away with this game. I don't know if in Palmyra or in Macon, but the update I just got was 41-14.
Yeah, it just seems like Palmyra runs out of gas in the second half.
Yeah.
And you'll do that in those down years when you're trying to
rebuild and get your program back up to snuff.
Hey, I think all of you need to get down.
6:45 to go. Somebody was on the scaffolding, I think. And
Dane Dunn,
Dane Dunn is just wrapped up and brought down. They got a hold of that jersey and just twisted him down.
Yeah, Dalton Dameron did a good job to get a hold of a jersey and not let go. It's a gain of nothing.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. First time we've called Dalton Dameron's number tonight, freshman lineman.
And he's probably been in on more tackles. It's just kind of difficult to see from where we are. 6:05, checking down here, 18 on the play clock.
We're into the final half of the final quarter here at Van Far in week 4. Inside handoff, Dunn. He's going to get first down yardage over to the far side.
Score.
And he is to the corner of the end zone and in. Dane Dunn with a touchdown for Bowling Green. And extends that lead even farther. That was a nice run by Dunn. And good to see him break out. He's had some no gain, even a negative yardage run. Nice to see him break one out here in the 4th quarter to make it 63-6.
Yeah, he is another just heck of an athlete that has got a lot of potential. And what's amazing is he's been running the ball really well, but on defense, his knack to find the football is unbelievable, and he is absolutely fearless to make a tackle.
Going to try and kick the extra point again. High snap. They get the ball down, and the kick is
no good. Oh, it's good.
It snuck through, yeah.
I must have blinked.
And another point makes it 64-6 Bowling Green. 5:39 to go in the 4th on Eagle 102.
High School Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Central Bank of Audrain County and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Everybody knows Dos Primos has a reputation for excellent food and good times. Did you know Dos Primos has daily lunch specials, happy hour every day from 2 to 5, and of course Wednesday night margarita specials? For years now, people from all over have been coming back to Dos Primos for the best Mexican food and for fun. Memories are made at Dos Primos. We have all celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, and winning ball games at Dos Primos. Dos Primos Mexican restaurants in Bowling Green and Louisiana.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to watch one of these 8-man games sometime. They sound like they're a lot of fun.
One of the guys I work with, he's in Schuyler County. They're 8-man football, and his son is the quarterback, and they – for the Schuyler Rams, I think is what they are. And I talk to him regularly about football, and it does seem exciting. It doesn't seem like there's a ton of defense in that 8-man football. It's all about fast connections and passes and wheel routes.
Almost like arena football,
kind of.
On a full-size field. At the half, North Shelby leading Schuyler County 46-24 in 8-man action. 5:39 to go here, 64-6. Bowling Green leading at Van Far. Another low line drive kick, and that may have gone through Gibson. It had a gotten in front of it. So good job letting it go into the end zone for a touchback. And Van Far will take over 1st and 10.
Where's my Van Far sheet? There it is.
Been a fun night here.
Oh, it's been
Vandalia.
Well, you know, it's been pretty dominant from Bowling Green's aspect here, obviously. But I've enjoyed the bomb passes that we've seen from Van Far as much as I've seen anything.
Yeah, Nikos has an arm and a half, and he takes the play back to the Van Far huddle to start this drive. We're under 5 minutes to go, 64-6, Bowling Green leading the Van Far Indians. And it doesn't seem like too many years ago, this was a pretty close game between these two schools.
Yes, it sure should. It used to be. Up front, pitch out.
Oh, it's on the ground, and Van Far has to fall on it. They'll lose yardage down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 15 after that fumble.
Conaway's pitch to Cody Smith. He almost has a no-look pitch, which is acceptable, but they're a little bit too far spread out for that.
Yeah.
And in this case, the pitch was behind the running back, and it's just a speed option, and he couldn't get the ball to the running back like he needed to, but dangerous to give the ball back to Bowling Green inside the 10.
If they wouldn't have fallen on that cleanly, Bowling Green would have picked it up and gone in.
Yeah.
And maybe a little too much watching Mahomes on that one with the no-look pitch. Over to the far side this time, and just not much there for Van Far, down to 3:40 to go in this ball game.
Yeah, Smith, it looks like they're going to give him a no gain maybe.
Yeah. That brings up 3rd and 15. They'll take the game clock down under 3 minutes before they start the next play.
Yeah, you know, for a team, you know, wanting to continue to try to score and get back into it, who's eating the clock up so much, the running clock will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 12 is checked in at quarterback.
Yeah, that's Case and Christian. And they go to the far side. They get the 5 yards back, plus another.
Oh, he might have a first. Ball's on the ground.
Yeah, it's very close over on the far side. I thought he was knocked down on that first hit, bounced off that, made it all the way to the marker, and it's going to be very close, and they will move the chains at first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give Gage about
15,
16 yards for a first down, and a great effort. His dive there at the end is really probably what gave him the first down, because he knew what he needed and made a big effort to get it.
Probably his best run of the night. And we're down to 2:25 to go in this game. So Bowling Green going to improve to 4-0. Van Far will fall to 1-3. Again, the Indians at Wright City next week. Bowling Green at home against, at least going into tonight, winless Montgomery County. Haven't seen an update on their game.
Twin wide receivers down here. We've not seen this much yet.
Yeah, not Conaway in at quarterback, so we'll see the arm of Christian. Yep, he's brought down.
By Easton Orr from behind.
Yeah, I think those, maybe a little diversion, maybe a little blocking help, but it never developed. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
They're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, they're caught a flag on the ground again. I bet they're going to call this another horse collar.
Yep, that's exactly what they called.
Holy moly.
And that was from, they had him wrapped up. I just don't get it.
He tackled him forward, and they called a horse collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down to 1:10 to play.
I don't even know how to score that. I mean, just penalty and be done, I guess.
Yep. Out to the 44-yard line of the Indians. And all that did was take it down inside a minute.
Yeah, it really hurt Van Far more than anything. I mean, 8 more time up on the clock than anything. Motion right from the fullback.
Clock never stopped.
Quarterback keeper. Oh!
Is there any flags?
Yeah, let him go, Easton. He probably needs a minute. Easton Horf.
Yeah.
I mean, that was face mask to face mask on a tackle by Easton.
He's walking sideways off the field. We're down to 22 seconds. And
give him a gain of 4, but man, that was a harder.
Yeah. Yep. That'll be the last play of the game, I think. Well, they're sending him back out there with a play, but we're down to 10 seconds, and the Van Far offense doesn't work quickly. They get to the line.
Seconds. They might run this.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
They get the snap off.
Yep. It's a
give to
Gibson on the far side, and he is brought down, and this game has come to an end. 64-6, the Bowling Green Bobcats have defeated the Van Far Indians here in the second ever game at this new Van Far High School field. Back with the postgame for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Kuda's Auto Repair in Farber is a full-service repair shop, offering oil changes to engine replacements and everything in between. All repairs are backed by a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. Kuda's Auto Repair features Motorcraft batteries, a full line of tires and lift kits. Kuda's Auto Repair also has 24/7 towing and recovery services for all light-duty vehicles. Located at 518 South Main in Farber, Kuda's Auto Repair. Call 573-249-KUDA. That's 573-249-5832 for Kuda's Auto Repair.
Craig Bowen CPA encourages everyone to get out and support their favorite high school sports teams this season. As a proud sponsor of all the area athletes, Craig Bowen CPA hopes to see you filling the stands to show your support. Showing the area athletes they always have your support is what's key. Craig Bowen CPA on the square in Bowling Green.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Final score here tonight from Van Far High School. The Bowling Green Bobcats still undefeated. They defeat the Van Far Indians 64-6 tonight. Mark Fronek, Chris Grody back here in the broadcast booth, and it's just Bowling Green doing Bowling Green things here in Week 4.
Yeah,
and it wasn't all Marcus tonight. They spread it around. Dude got him one.
Yeah,
they spread the ball throughout the night. They got quite a few contributions on the score sheet.
Yeah, probably Marcus Starks had a great game again as usual. His second half stats added 4 more yards to his carries, so he ended the game with 177 yards rushing, and 49 yards receiving. Probably a little more because he had a couple receptions. But probably the most impressive part of the second half is, Sideshow comes out, Blaine Bryant comes out with a 47-yard touchdown run and a 93-yard touchdown run, added to his 51-yard touchdown run earlier. So he ends with 191 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, big night.
Big night. And that's not taken away from Marcus by any stretch, who has 177 yards on 10 carries, so averaging 17 yards, and he's got 3 touchdowns rushing and a receiving touchdown.
On the Van Far side, when they got the ball out toward the sidelines, that arm of Nikos Conaway was something to behold tonight.
Well, and I think that's a great point to bring up for Van Far and anybody listening is it seems one-sided. Well, that's what happens in games like these when they end this way. That's nothing against either team, nothing against Van Far. They just played a really tough team tonight.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about things that are a huge advantage for you to look for on the Van Far side, when Nikos Conaway gets to the outside and lets the ball fly. Not only can he chuck it downfield a long, long ways, but he puts it on the money on wide receivers. He had one 80-yard touchdown and probably, quite honestly, should have had this touchdown down here on the near side to us. Just a defensive play kept that from happening. Getting away, though. It's hard enough to catch a football thrown that far while you're running, and then a guy throws a hand in your face so you miss it. So, you're looking at that. Gibson did really well tonight running the ball. He had 12 carries, and some of his carries are for negative yards, but he's also the recipient of that option pitch that we saw many times that had a rough exchange and caused most of his negative yardage. It wasn't his running, it was that bad exchange and that pitch.
Yeah, and I think if Utterback is in there tonight, if he doesn't break his ankle last week, that offense works a little bit better. I'm not saying they would have been in this ball game by any means, but I think they would have had more positive runs than the negative they had tonight. He's just a good young player.
Well, they have him listed as a defensive end and a tight end, and is one of their, from people talking, is one of their better athletes on the team. Yeah, so that's a huge hurt to have him out, especially if he can get some solid blocks, to help break some of those runs and keep some of that